More news coming in. It's a stunning revelation that has been made in the surgical murder. The accused here says that he killed his wife for you, referring to another woman. Inside the mind of the wife killer, doctor on your screens at this point in time, a twisted and perverted and sick mindset. He killed his wife and then sent the same message to 5 women. He proposed them. The doctor, who used his skills as a specialist, killed his wife and then reached out to other women, proposed other women, not 1, not 2, but 5 of them. He used anesthesia to kill his wife and then said and sent out these messages. I'm going to read out. I killed my wife for you. The name of the accused here, Dr. Mahendra Reddy, GS, is the main accused in the murder of his dermatologist wife, Kruthika Reddy. Sent out this cryptic and loaded message to at least 4 to 5 women, including a medical professional who had spurned his proposal weeks after his wife's death. Nagarjun Dwarkanath has more details on that. It was, in fact, the workings of a sick mind there, not just 1, 2 or more, but 5 women is whom he proposed. And he was chasing them, saying that I killed my wife for you.
Well, absolutely true.
Yes.
The police had confiscated his phone and his laptop and sent it to the forensic laboratory for more investigation. And the forensic laboratory, when they opened or cracked the phone, they picked up messages that after the murder, he had sent or reached out to many women, 4 to 5 women, that saying that he had killed his wife for them. Remember, this was Dr. Mahendra who had killed his wife, Kruthika, few months back. Only later he was arrested when they were suspicious of the death of Kruthika as well. And these messages were not also sent through WhatsApp or social media, Facebook Messenger or X inbox. But this was on payment apps like PhonePe, Google Pay is when he started sending messages. And now the women that he had sent messages to were also questioned. They've also agreed and confessed to the police that yes, Dr. Mahendra did approach them once again and saying that he killed his wife for these 4 women or 5 women, and many of them have blocked him also. And these women had earlier known to Mahendra, but now he had reached out to these 4 to 5 women after killing or murdering his wife on Google Pay and PhonePe. He had sent messages saying, I have killed my wife for you.
Talk to us a little about what the family members of the victim are now saying, and also about the statements that these women who were approached by this doctor have made to the police in the investigations.
While it's a protocol and ongoing process, when the investigation happens, every evidence would be called upon to the police station and inquired, and their statements would be recorded because they have to file a charge sheet, and while filing charge sheet, all these evidences statements become a crucial part of investigation. These 4 to 5 women were investigated by the police, and then the statements were recorded, and all of them have confessed and have come on record to the police that Dr. Mahendra indeed texts them saying, I've killed my wife for you. And this becomes another credible evidence because witnesses have confessed of receiving text from Dr. Mahendra on digital payment apps that the wife was killed by him, and this is a confession by the accused himself. And this becomes a crucial evidence in terms of charge sheet and getting the conviction against Dr. Mahendra. Initially, we didn't know that it seemed to be a natural death only, and later investigation went through. They suspected that Dr. Mahendra would be involved in anesthesia and other types of drugs were being injected, and hence the death happened. Now they have got more evidences because he himself has texted on digital payment apps to 4 to 5 women saying he has killed his wife for these women, and these women were surprisingly quite shocked, and also they blocked him on such apps. And then when the police approached, they did confess and came on record and gave all the details. Their phones also have been taken by the police for further investigation.
I just want to ask you, given that the revelations were made that he indeed killed his wife, after about 6 months or so, the delay of 6 months was there, Naga, isn't it? It was being seen as a natural death. Initially, until the time the family members suspected and approached the police. Why didn't these women report on this man earlier?
Well, they didn't know what was the case, right? They didn't have information as to was this natural death or was it really that he was murdered. They only said that they blocked him immediately because they didn't want to do anything with him when the message came in. They didn't even know if the wife was alive because they had no communication with the wife or the family. They didn't know if he was talking authentically, or he was just lying and trying to make a conversation with them. These women didn't know is what the women have told the police. Now their phones and hand devices also have been confiscated to authenticate the messages, to retrieve such messages. They have got messages sent by Dr. Mahendra, but on the receiver's phone also they want the same evidence to be retrieved. While this becomes a very crucial evidence because the accused himself has confessed to someone, not just one person, 4 to 5 women, that he has killed his wife for someone else.
Be with us, Nagarjuna. I'm just going to come back to you in a moment from now, telling our viewers a little about what happened in this horrific case where a 29-year-old Bengaluru doctor was murdered. This happened on the 26th of May 2024, where Kruthika married surgeon Dr. Mahendra Reddy. Then, in the month of April 23rd, Mahendra visited Kruthika, administered a deadly jab, injects Propofol, a controlled anaesthetic drug. Then on the 24th of April, Kruthika collapses and then was declared dead. Family suspected that there was possible foul play. The forensic report was also ordered. On the 10th of October, forensic report did confirm the presence of this drug in the victim. On the 14th of October, the father filed a formal complaint. Then, police arrested Reddy from Manipal. In fact, these are the details that we have with us as far as the timeline of this surgical murder is concerned. Stunning revelations coming in. Talk to us, Nagarjun, about the psychological evaluation also of the key accused in this case, given that he just did not commit the murder but also went on to actually confess it.
And over the 6 months or 5 months that he had done the murder, he had no regrets or remorse, right? He still went on to approach other women that he's available to date them because his wife is no more, and also confess the fact that he has murdered his wife over the last 6 months, and he had not regretted what he has done. This seems to be showing that there is some psychological imbalance. No normal human being or a person would end up doing such a crime and then talk to other people about it and try to date other women. This guy, the accused Dr. Mahendra, approached 4 to 5 women saying he's available and his wife is no more, and also said that he has murdered the wife and hence he's willing to be with someone else. And these 4 to 5 women had known Dr. Mahendra earlier before the marriage, is what we are told as per the police in preliminary information, but they had lost communication over a while, and after marriage, now after the death of the wife, Mahendra reached out to all 4 to 5 women that he liked and said that I'm available now to date and be with you, is what the messages said, and I've killed my wife for you, specifically, quote unquote. And surprised by this statement, all the women did block him on the digital payment app and said that not to contact them further. Then only when the investigation started, when the messages were retrieved from the FSL lab from Dr. Mahendra's phone, the police reached out to these 4 women asking them if it was authentic messages that was sent by Dr. Mahendra. They confessed, saying that yes, they had received such messages. Their handset also has been taken into further investigation. When police questioned the same, that why didn't they come back to the police few months back when they received the messages, they all said the same thing, that we didn't know the authenticity of this message. We didn't want to talk to him. We didn't know if he was lying, he was being honest or being truthful, and hence we didn't have any communication with him. Only until we saw it on the media and news channels that what had happened, what heinous crime that he had committed.
Okay.
And now they're cooperating with the investigation and confess, saying that yes, they did receive such messages.
I'm going to leave it at that for the moment. Getting us up to speed with those details is my colleague Nagarjun Dwarkanath.